Day so far, baby. What have we been learning? Let's hear some shout outs. Let's hear some takeaways. What have we been learning? Kinzel. 100%. Seawall, what are we learning? Good. What else, brother? What else are we learning? Amen. Dave. %. Let's take two more. Over here. Dialed. What about you, brother? Preach. He gets it. Give a big round of applause for that, baby. Yeah. All right, guys, so I'm going to go over cost of being a homeowner. Quick introduction if no one knows me. Cody Olive. A lot of guys call me the Sarge. I've sold for 6 years. Grew up in Southern California. Went to the good old Y. Studied political science. Worked in investment banking for about 2 years. Got to work in Wall Street. Pretty cool. I was there when Shake Shack, big burger place, actually went public, meaning traded on the New York Stock Exchange. So got to eat Shake Shack for a free year. That was pretty cool. Served a 2-year LDS mission. Josh Nielsen was a good buddy of mine. He recruited me to GreenX. His dad is the one that started GreenX and got that rolling. So got me into the game. I've sold 6 years. I've done 1,000 accounts 5 times. I've done 1 million 3 times, and I've gone 6 for 6 on the Golden Doors, guys. So guys, I'm really excited to be here. I feel really honored to train. This year, especially in 2024, I ran a block for 10 months. So I was one of the only senior leaders that was out there for the whole 10 months. And it's not to say, look at me, but I feel like I got to know a lot of you. And I feel like I got to get a really good heartbeat of the business. And so each of these trainings, I'm training on this. I'm training on deal maximization. Tomorrow I'm going over goals. I really hope you take a lot away from it. I'm not perfect, but I'm going to try my best. And I'm really, really excited to train all you guys. So I hope we lock in. I hope we take some notes and we learn some things, okay? Can I get a heard or heard? All right, let's do this. Okay, so guys, cost of being a homeowner. My wife and I, we just recently moved to Atlanta, Georgia, okay? A lot of the time, sometimes in pest control, where we're on the doors, we get a lot of, this is too expensive, or I'm only paying $40 a month for absolute, or, you know, if you're on the other side, White Knight's only doing it for $30 a month, or X, Y, or Z, and we've all been there, where we see like it's too expensive, and our first gut reaction is to price drop, price drop, price drop. But what did Mr. Wakefield say? It's always value, value, value. And so I'm trying to give real-life perspectives where, like, literally I went and visited John when I flew in on Saturday. I went to John's house on Sunday. He literally showed me his main entry closet right when you walk into the home. He had to get an exclusion service, and that cost him $13,000. Those that don't know what that is, that's from mice and rats. He had to get a full-on exclusion service. So, guys, looking at my home, and I'm living this. I love my sweet wife, but holy crap, man. These couches, these chairs, these things, life is expensive. And so when you look at it into pest control and you put it into real life, guys, it is super affordable, and you're just paying for your coverage, okay? So kind of have that cognitive framing as we go throughout it. So take a peek. So guys, I literally have a spreadsheet. We're decorating our home in phases. Phase 1 is literally the master bedroom. We want to do the guest bedroom because her parents are still here in Springville. Mine are in Southern California. We want to do our office. We want to do our baby room. Going to have a son in May. Let's give it up for that, baby. New direct with it. Let's go, baby. No, I'm just kidding. But guys, if you look at this, like I literally look at this and this kills me. We got this couch and it was $2,400. And I'm like, babe, what the hell is this couch going to do? Is this going to cure my hemorrhoids? Like, holy crap. Like, what is this couch going to do? Or you literally look over here, bar stools. 4 bar stools were $600. Babe, we could have gone and flown to California and had a great time with my parents. Like, guys, these are what real things cost. So, like, literally, take a picture of this, like, honestly. Because then when people are like, oh, this is super expensive. What I'm trying to get at, guys, is everyone can afford $120, $130 a month for pest control, for mice, and especially if you upsell for like a tick and flea and mosquito package or just the pure mosquito package. So guys, rolling through it. So guys, here are some examples of literally my own homeowner bills from my home here in Provo and my new home I just bought in Georgia. So guys, this is my electric bill. If you look here on the right, what do we kind of notice, guys? That's just my electric bill in Provo, guys. Provo, Utah. That's not like in Atlanta. That's not in LA. That's not in Dallas. Like, Utah has a pretty cheap cost of living. But what's my average monthly cost? It's about $250. Okay? Remember that, guys. just for electricity. So I'm already, like, in my mind, like, you ask some of the homeowners here, you ask Garth, you ask Hudson, you ask Kevin, you ask people that have owned homes for a little while, like, I don't even think about that coming out. Like, I literally pulled this up, and I was like, holy crap, man, I'm paying a lot here in Provo. So now I'm, like, a little more conscious of turning off my lights and stuff. But until then, like, I didn't even look. If I wasn't doing this training, like, I would not have ever noticed. Does that make sense, guys? So plugging along. Here's my gas bill. I paid $142 last month. So average monthly cost there, already $140, $150. This is for gas, okay? Starting to make sense? Let's go over to Georgia. This is literally just my homeowner's insurance. So for homeowner's insurance, it was $2,000 for the year. The numbers are down below, but it's $173 a month, okay? $250, $170, $150, $190. Are we starting to see the pattern, guys? So when people tell you, oh, $70 a month, oh my gosh, like, guys, anyone can swing it. This is what it costs to own a home. So here's my gas bill, $176. Another example, I'm continuing in that same pattern, $150, $170, $250. So guys, when someone tells you, oh, $79 seems really expensive, I don't know if I can do that, your response should be, it's not that cheap. Like, it's great coverage, okay? So a little check for understanding. If someone says, oh my gosh, $89 a month, what's your response? That was weak sauce. Guys, when you say, it's $89 a month, that's super expensive, what's your response? Amen, guys. And guys, this took me 4 summers to kind of fully, like, feel that. Because I feel where you're like, well, they're paying $40 a month for Insight. I'm at $89. They had a free initial, and I'm at $299. I just want to drop and go to $69, and hopefully they buy it at it. Guys, they're still going to tell you no, so stand firm because people want to buy nice things. It's like all of y'all have very nice clothes on. Like, you know, we wear all these stupid Jordans. Are these things worth $2,000, $5,000? No way, but they see the value in it. So it's like it's 2 things. Have that framework where it's like, okay, I know most things of owning a home are going to be about $150 to $250, but then also people value things. It's like when you put on your new J's, you love those versus when you're putting on the Filas. You know what I mean? And it's the same concept. People want to buy on value. Okay, guys, so I've kind of already answered it, but I want 5 responses. And guys, I was a fantastic LDS missionary, so I love the silence, okay? So I'm going to ask for 5 responses. What pattern do you notice with how much monthly coverage costs for maintaining a home? Carter. Amen. What other takeaways, guys? As you're sitting out there, what are you thinking about for summer 2025? And then shout out the names again, guys, because I want to remember each of your names. Amen. Let's take 3 more. Kinzel. %. JT. 100%. Hudson. %. I saw a couple. McKay. Amen. Say that again, McKay, nice and loud. A freaking man, guys. Love that. Amen. You're the expert. It's like my guy C Breeze here's in the crowd. We're literally playing grid or die. He sells a $1,200 initial, $800 monthly. Do you think the lady ever followed up with him? Do you think she was stoked her mosquitoes were gone for her bushes? That's value. Give it up for C Breeze, baby. Hey, we're a good story, okay? So national averages of other pest. Yeah, he probably, what did he have, Chris? White Knight, or they have home team? Yeah. Eco. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so guys, looking at the national averages of other pest control companies, Drew always said this line in 2021, and it always stuck with me. And it's literally, I'm sorry I'm not that cheap, and then he would literally go right back into it. Because then if you stand your ground on price, it's amazing. Where it's like, guys, if you guys go, like, think of your bigger brands, Nike, Lululemon, your nicer brands, Rolex, Mercedes. It is what it is. And those people have that aura, they have that reputation, and they have that brand because they stand firm on it. You know what I mean? It's like Todd was talking about his Porsche last night. It's like, what do you think of when you think of Porsche versus what you think when you think of a Kia? You know what I mean? Where it's like, if you stand firm on your price and it's like, sorry, I'm not that cheap, honestly, too, that customer is going to be a lot stickier. The ones I always get the most texts about or the ones I always have the most cancellation problems with are the 69 initial and 49 monthly. Because you've battled back and forth, you've paid an initial, you've probably paid a cancel fee too, and then they're like, I saw a web in the corner. I'm like, Susie, come on. Like, we just treated, like, spare me. Like, relax, okay? Give it a couple weeks, we're going to be okay. Whereas if you're selling on value too, not only are you selling stickier accounts, it's more fun for you, it's more enjoyable, it's a nicer customer base to deal with, and you're going to have more stay on. You're going to have more retain. Like, guys, when those pay stubs come, it's really cool to have leaders or numbers on the leaderboard. It's cooler to have dollars hit your bank account, okay? I'm going to say that again, and that's what I tell my guys every single time we train every week. It's really cool to have numbers on the leaderboard. It's even cooler to have dollars hit your bank account. And that's what we need to have from now until we hit the 100 billion. Does that make sense, guys? I need a yes or yes. Okay, we're cruising. So, guys, I just did a simple Google search, and we're in Atlanta now. It's a very competitive market. There's Arrow, there's Northwest. It's like a Terminex. Those that are sold in Texas or Florida, it's like a Massey. It's like a Home Team. And a lot of the times they're paying 30, 40, and sometimes you have to educate the consumer. And so I will literally sometimes while I'm racking with people, I'll Google and be like, look, national average for pest control is about $500, and they're just spraying the base. Keep in mind, like, Raj, like, I'm going to touch your eaves, and I'm actually going to go out, half acre in the yard. And so if you show them, hey, the average cost is about $40, $70 per month. This is cut off down here. I wish it was up a little higher. But, guys, for pest control, you're looking at $55 a month. Okay? That's just pest control. That's ants, spiders, wasps. We're not even in mice and rats. We're not even in ticks, fleas, and mosquitoes. Okay? So stay with me. So then now here's for mice control. Literally, $60 a month. Guys, for John to pay $13,000 for an exclusion service, like, exclusion services in mice are expensive because they're destructive. And the fact that most operating partners we work with, Axiom, Aptiv back in the day, Greenex, Arusa, the fact that we included pest control and rodent control in that same package, we should have been selling that like hotcakes. That was the coolest deal. Like, that's insane. You can literally pick up the phone and be like, yeah, I got webs up top here. Or, hey, it's starting to cool down. Like, can I get a couple more mouse traps because I don't want mice up in my attic? Does that make sense, guys? Are we starting to pick up what I'm saying? So you're looking at already about 50 a month. You're looking at about 60 a month for mice. Now we're going to look at tick, flea, mosquito. And, guys, I just went off Mira because Mira, it's totally separate, tick, flea, mosquito. A lot of the companies you guys will operate for this summer, the tick and flea will be included in your bi-monthly pest control. So even then, though, like, guys, back when we used to sell Pro Plus, the fact that it was pest control, tick, flea, mice, rats, and voles, like, we should have been charging $2,000 contracts off the minimum. That's so much value. Because remember, we're used to paying $200 to $250 a month. So again, the only other thing too I want to pre-overcome is it's like, well, do you ever feel like you're ripping them off? Or I'm sometimes nervous about charging them too much. Guys, that's just supply and demand. I served my 2-year LDS mission in Singapore and Malaysia, so I've been a lot, and especially a lot, and I even ran a little manufacturing business on the side. It's just supply and demand and margin. Like, these shoes sell for over $1,000, but they were made for probably $5 in Vietnam somewhere. That's just supply and demand. That's how business works. And then people value nice things, and people value things that they see value in. You know what I mean? It's like Todd, he loves his Porsche. That car out there, guys, if you didn't know, that's $1 million car. That's a one of one. Why? Todd sees the value in that, and he loves cars. For $1 million, he probably could have bought an Escalade, a boat, all kinds of other cool things, but he values that. Obviously, that's an extreme example, but it's the same concept with the consumers we're dealing with. Any questions so far, guys? I'm going to take a quick little pause. I don't want to just be talking at you because it's a little dense to start, but any questions so far? Is it making sense? So I'm going to bring it home with this last slide, and we're going to do some fun things here. Okay, so guys, if you put it all together, you have your pest control, $55 a month. You have your mice control, $60 a month. You have your tick, flea, mosquito, $60 a month. That average is $175. $175 a month. Who has their phone on them real quick? Where's Wakefield? Can you do 175 times 12 for me, please? $2,100? Guys, how sick would that be to go out and have an ACV of $2,100? That'd be nuts. How cool would that be? You're selling on value. All of our operating partners are A+, like Sayla. We got Hudson here in the crowd. He had less than 7% attrition. Like, let's give it up for Hudson Ashcraft, baby. Like, guys, and then if people are used to $150 to $250 a month, why not charge what the market's demanding? You know what I mean? Like, do you want to be Kia or do you want to be Mercedes? Do you want to be Fila or do you want to be Nike? You know what I mean? And there's good in everything, but it's like if you're going to do something, go get the max out of it. Your time is precious. Like, all of you are working hard. All of you have goals. All of you have friends, family, school, XYZ to support. Like, let's go out and capture as much as we can. You feel me? Let me see some head nods. No Moxie super cheap, though, okay? Like, let me see some head nods, but no Moxie super cheap. Okay, good job, guys, okay? So we're rolling. And I love this visual on our Miro website. And I've already kind of touched on this, but it's like I'm out there in Dawsonville, and literally in my ward out there is the owner of Absolute Pest Control. And so, like, I'll switch over his accounts, and I'll see him on Sunday, and it's just like, oh, you got a couple more? I'm like, yeah, I did, you know? But it's like he only goes 10 to 15 feet out in the yard. Whereas with Mira, we granule a half acre, and we include mice, and we're actually going to spray that first layer eaves and dust it. And so it's like when they're like, well, I have Absolute with 30 a month. I'm like, that's great. I'm not that cheap because, look, I do A, B, and C. And especially my people that are like 19 to 23, or if you haven't bought a home yet, guys, and it's not singling anyone out, not trying to make anyone feel bad, but like Ben always talked about this when we were in Philly, but once you start buying a home and you start doing those things, it's like, holy crap, like I've totally been selling myself short. I could totally charge more and capture more, and then this customer is actually going to appreciate me and the service even more. Like Ben was just talking about that value exchange. How stoked do you think Ben Kennard at Axiom is going to be if we come back with a 1,500 ACV? More likely he's going to go exclusive, right? You know, if we keep coming back with Kevin and Hudson having sub 10% attrition and, you know, $1,800 ACVs, Daniel's going to be like, lock me up for exclusive for the next 5 years. And then we're really going to dominate the space. You know what I mean? Kornfeld and these guys are probably going to have over 500 guys. Like, that's going to be insane. So, guys, I hope you feel this importance because especially this last year, like, I totally fumbled the bag. And I have a cool slide up here, but, like, I only had an $800 ACV. I got lazy. We had a crazy intense team in Houston. We were dealing with a lot, and just from literally just sheer will and hard work, I knew I could always kind of body 6, 7 people into a deal where I should have done it more the right way. And it's like I'll literally put this slide up, and it's like, holy crap, I left over $100,000 on the table because I wasn't doing price the right way and I wasn't charging market value. And here I have my guys, Chris and Dave, close to $1,100 ACVs, ripping it. And another preconceived notion is, well, if I charge more, is my attrition going to be higher? If I charge more, will people charge back more? If I charge more, like, is the guy going to come in and undercut me? Maybe. But if you're selling the right way and you're selling on value, it won't, guys. Oh, come on. Ivy, Garth. Click. Up, down. Okay, guys, while I wait for my clicker, everyone stand up real quick. Stand up. Turn to the person next to you. Tell them what you've learned so far. No dice. All right, guys, everyone pop a squat, pop a squat, pop a squat. Pop a squat. Pop a squat. So, guys, I want to see this water get to the end of the row. And so with that scorecard Ben just put on, this is under like your pitch. This is under your deal prep. What are some little categories? It's also in the GPS Surge chat. So what we've gone over thus far, and look at that scorecard in the GPS Surge chat. What are some noticeable things you can make improvements on? I want to see some hands. I want to see. One 100%. Nailed it. What else, guys? Zach? Simple, guys. It's something as simple as $100 off. If you commit to that, because they're still going to tell you no. You could have the most beautiful pitch. They could have a wasp nest the size of a basketball up in the eaves, and you could just be vibing with them, and it's just like, oh, this is going to be a fat laydown. They're still going to tell you no, okay? Oh, Ivy, are we good? Okay. So, guys, let me catch my thoughts here real quick. Okay, so we've already kind of answered that. If homeowners are used to $175 to $200 per month for their utility coverage, and we do more than almost every other pest control company, what should we be charging for pest control coverage? Who said it? $2K. Why? Nailed it. And you're going to have a 1200 ACV this summer. Let's give it up, baby. Let's give it up. Come on. Everyone, like I just went and visited Devin Smith's team in Huntsville. I made them all promise me. Guys, promise me all. Your first rack, you will not price drop. Okay? Say, I promise, Sarge. Guys, it will be so beneficial for you because you just also, too, think about it. You're trying to pitch the Travis Scotts, the cool shoes, and then instead of it being, a great price, you're like, oh, sweet, I'm going to do it for $300. And then they're like, well, you just totally lost all value. You know what I mean? And so that's why, better? That's why you have to stand firm on price because it helps so much to what you're selling and you have more credibility with the consumer. And then what I'm going to train on later, which I hope you all come to my training because, guys, if you all come to my training at the 445, I promise you all sell 30% more deals. Promise. Promise. Pure statistical fact. Okay? So, guys, this is going to tee us up here and come at my 445. I literally hope everyone comes to my 445. No offense against the other trainers, but we will all sell 30% more. I promise you. Promise, 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 okay? And so keep rolling. We've already talked about it, but again, I want to take a reflection second because I think those scorecards are huge, guys. And not to make it a religious thing, but again, like my 2-year LDS mission, like really shaped the way I think about life because every week you were held accountable, every week you went over goals, and every week you had a teammate to go over things and a whole bigger purpose. And so those scorecards are huge. And even if you're with us for one summer or the next 8 years, learning how to evaluate yourself, evaluate with a team, evaluate with a spouse, that'll bless you the rest of your life. And so, guys, everyone pull up that scorecard in GPS Surge and then literally save that to your photo album. So, guys, I want to see some phones, okay? Go to GPS Surge, that scorecard they sent in there, save it to your Grit 2025 photo album. And then take a second and think, hey, I know Sarge was up there telling us, hey, he's paying $150 a month for this, $250 this, but that's Sarge. He's a homeowner. Like, guys, these are most standard homes. That's why I purposely showed Provo in Georgia, because even Utah, where it's a lot lower cost of living, it's still going to be about the same, and people aren't that aware that, oh, I'm honestly having 150 to 250 come out. And that's not saying, oh, I'm going to try and slide a, 220 monthly past them, and we're going to get this sprayed and get the hell out of here. It's no, like, you're selling on that value, and people are okay with paying that price. Garth? Stephanie, right? Nice to meet you. Yeah. Yeah, guys, if I literally looked at each of your pockets, I bet you half you would pull out a little Zyn container, and each of you are spending at least $80 a month on Zyns. Like, what the hell are we talking about? But also, by the way, it's Zyn o'clock, so let's gear up, okay? Come on now, okay? Just kidding, I do not condone it, but it's hilarious, okay? Little upper decky, little peppermint ski, come on now, okay? But guys, what I want to get into and how we're gonna bring this home is Price is Law. I was so lucky to have Ben in 2019 because Ben, love him with those waving arms. Unless you sell 18 months, you know how the rest goes. But guys, we had Price drilled into us, and it was so smooth, and I can do it backwards and forwards. And so guys, go back to how you were taught Price. Parker Anderton does Price right. Skylar Griffin does Price right. Hudson Ashcraft does Price right. Like guys, go to those people and commit to Price and do it every single time. Because even right now in 2025, it's kind of a blessing and a curse. Because when vibes are high, like you're selling well, you're having a good time. But sometimes when the vibes aren't necessarily high on the door, we like change our price a little bit and we're trying to like take 200, 300 off because, I'm worried about the vibes. Where it's like, guys, just roll off the price. They're still going to say no. And then just get right into it. Because again, what are we used to paying per month? $150 to $250. Okay? Okay, let's go. Okay, who this summer knocked with a digital slick? Who used a digital slick, like didn't use a physical one? Okay, guys, I love seeing that. My friend in the back, now's your chance to repent. Use a real slick, okay? Like, guys, slick, slick, slick. The digital slick is the stupidest shit. It's the same thing as putting an AirPod in your ear, okay? You're not fucking Steve Jobs, okay? Use a slick, throw the AirPod away, and use that slick. You look like a professional. You have a real pricing sheet, and people can see the tangibility on it, okay? The digital slick, it's like you pull up your phone, and God knows what you have on your browser up by accident, and then you're trying to, like, swipe to a slick, and it's like, guys, have the slick, do the price word for word, you roll the slick over, you read right to left, you close, and you start the battle. It's the funnest shit of my life. I've loved this for 6 years, and you guys should too, because think about it. And this is, again, what I tell all my guys and why I'm so stoked to train. Thanks, Gar. Thanks, John. Thanks, Ben. But, guys, we get to ride our scooter around all day. We get to be outside. We get to talk to people, and then we get to learn how to negotiate and have real communications. How dope is that? Like, guys, I lived that life. I went to BYU. I did every internship under the sun. I worked at Goldman. I was a top 5% analyst. Spreadsheets and 60 grand. Boring as fuck, okay? Like, guys, up here, being able to negotiate, roll out price, all that stuff, that is so, so, so much fun. And then now that you know what people charge, like, guys, be stoked. We have a great culture on our teams. We're literally Chris and Davis and Devin, like, obviously we're taking care of the customer, but it's like, how much value can we charge? You know, like Devin in a 2,200 square foot home in a new development, like a Lennar development, which is historically a little lower, Devin charged it $250, $190 monthly because she hated mice in her attic and she was worried about that. So it was stoked that Greenway did the bait boxes. Okay, like guys, charge on value. People appreciate it and people love it. Okay, like this shirt. Like, I love Michael Jordan. Anytime I put on anything Michael Jordan, I feel like I will win. Does he charge too much? 100%. But I see the value in it. Are the wheels starting to tick? McKay. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. It's not. McKay, thank you. That's literally going to be one of my slides, guys. And like to look it up, like to see that makes me throw up, especially when my wife heads over to Pottery Barn. I'm like, oh shit, I need to go sell 10 more accounts. Holy shit. Let's get her away from Crate and Barrel. My gosh. Am I right, Gabe? Gosh. Okay, we're rolling. So guys, literally, this is how I want you guys to be good. Like we've talked about being good teachers. And this summer, especially all of you are leaders in here. And if your summer team manager just throws up some one-pager and says, all right, guys, we're going to talk about upselling guac. Here's the script. All right, let's do a quick little huddle and then go. stop them and be like, guys, let's teach each other so we learn, and that way we know. Like, guys, it is so cool to see Dave, a second year, go get a golden door. It is so cool to see Ryan Winfrey, 11 months home from his mission, go out and get a golden door. It's so cool to see me and Chris win Grit or Die, and Chris is actually teaching me about price because I was a low ACV soldier last year too, and, like, I totally fumbled the football. Like, guys, it is so amazing to go out and sell pest control. It's never been a better time, okay? Your friends that are out playing with the blue and red wires and selling fiber, fuck that, okay? Your friends that are going to go down to Orange County and be an energy consultant, yeah, good luck falling for 6 months to see glass on roof while you're making bags. Like, guys, let's sit down and let's get dialed with price. Let's charge market value, and then that way you can literally write your own paycheck. Seriously. Like, I joke about it, but every time Alexa goes to the store, I literally will pencil in 2 days to go sell, because then I just replenish what she spent, okay? Oh, sweet, babe. You want that new bed frame? You want to decorate that? Okay, sweet. All right, on Thursday, I'm going to go sell 3 to 8. Let's go sell 5 deals. Bam, we just paid for that. How cool is that? You guys all have that same chance. Like, who's in college right now? Sweet. Sell this summer and make enough to where it's like, okay, sweet. I don't have to worry about my college loans or my college expenses, and I can just focus on my grades. I can focus on my dating. I can focus on my social life. I can focus on X, Y, or Z. It's there. Are we going to take it? Or are we going to keep being worried about $69 a month because the Insight kid came through and sold $40 a month? Who cares, guys? You're so much better than them. They're nice people, but you're so much better than them, okay? And believe that. So quick role play of price. With the person next to you, stay seated. Excuse me. Stay seated and role play price. And guys, I'm going to do it how we do it for Mira because it's the monthly coverage, but whatever you're selling this summer, so if you're going to go sell Axiom, it's per treatment. If it's Mira, sale is monthly, right? Okay, Fox is monthly. So if you're monthly, do monthly coverage. But if it's per treatment, do per treatment. But guys, I'm going to do it, and I've done this probably a million times. So as far as price goes, we work for you for 18 months. It's easy to get the adult bugs. It's tougher to break up the eggs, the pupae, and the larva. So we come out every 60 days. But with us, you pay for the monthly coverage. So if you see bugs, you can call us. We're back for free. Now, what's the square footage of your home, Gabe? 6,200? Beautiful home. What do you do? Nice. Am I doing pretty good? Okay, not bad. So the monthly coverage, $99, super affordable. The first month, it's usually $399. That's where pest control is your most maintenance. Gabe, if you call me tomorrow, that's what it costs to send out a private truck. But since we're here today, we're taking $100 off. We're doing the first one for $299 today. Gabe, that's everything. So if you see anything in between, you call us. We're back for free. And you got what, three-car garage over here? Wow, Ferrari, Lambo in there? Nice. So Webb's getting the corners. It's usually an extra $100. We're including the garages for free, and everything's guaranteed. So would you want to do both or just the outside? And then I'm there. Okay? That's how you do price, guys. None of this fluff or BS or like, oh, they're a little squeamish or like, we're not total boys, and so like, I'm going to take $250. Like, guys, price is a pure memorization thing. It's a pure script. There's only 3 things in the whole pitch that are pure memorization. Okay, are we ready? And write this down, okay? Write this down. There's only 3 things in the whole pitch that are pure memorization. It's price, it's asking for guacamole, which is the upsell, and then it's asking for referrals. So guys, this is another Sarge promise because I love you guys and I want to see you all win because this job has changed my life and I want it to change yours, okay? No matter the vibe, you are going to do price word for word. I want to hear a loud, I promise Sarge. I promise Sarge. Fires me up, baby. Fires me up. Bunk, are you with me? Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're rolling. Stay with me. I know it's a little thicker, but we're going. Ivy, this clicker, not very nicey. Up high, down low. Okay. Okay, guys, and McKay already brought this up. I literally just did it with $200 more. In 2024, I had an 810 ACV. The 2022, 2023, I was 1,000 plus, okay? 810 ACV. This literally makes me want to throw up. So with an 810 ACV, I did 1,054 accounts. I've earned 60% commission for selling a million. I had 18% attrition, so I made 469 grand off my sales. If I would have done 1,015 ACV, pardon me, just 205 more, it's literally a difference of 118 grand. And that's so much more to give to Hudson. That's so much more to give to Devin. That's so much more to invest for my wife and my family. Okay? Gabe. Just dropping quicker, and the racks just dropping quicker. I was in Texas. I had already been in, like, full vulnerability, guys. Like, I went to Houston in 2021, and it rocked me. Because, like, in 2020, it's like I was smashing the record, and me and Drew were competing for the million. And then I go to Houston in 2021, and it humbled me. Because in 2021, like, when you're, like, in Houston, I really had to learn how to sell. And you guys have heard this story a couple times, but more in depth, I was like, that was in the back of my mind. And so I really wanted to get deals and have confidence, and I was just starting to work with Nate Hawley and Dave and Chris and these guys, and so I really wanted to earn their stripes and sell a lot and lead. And so, like, in the racks and in the price, I just got lazy. Instead of going, like, throwing in a structure, closing, throwing in a structure, closing, it was just price. And so full transparency, guys, I was lazy. I wasn't doing it the right way. Still sold a lot, but I needed to do pricing better. So learn from my example. Like, thanks for sharing too, McKay. Like, guys, it's amazing if we just do it the grit way, how much more we can earn. Like, we were up at Timber Moose, and, like, I was talking to Jack Fischetti and Brannick, and, like, both those guys made over 250 grand, great ACVs, and this is only, year 2 for those guys. So it's incredible what you can learn. Okay, we're kind of wrapping up, bringing it home. What questions do we have, guys? And then if you want to tell me your name again. Chris, okay. Pricing is the same. The only thing I'll literally add in is just, like, Skylar will go over I don't know if that's right now, so pardon me, that's actually a really good training, so ask for Skylar slides. The only thing I'll do in switch over is, like, when I go for the month, it's like $99 a month, about the same price as Terminex. Before I go to the initial, I just say, hey, when was the last time Terminex treated your home? About a month ago. Great. I've had people treated 2 weeks ago, still upgrade. And then I do the initial, the garage, and it's the same thing. Yep. Because then you're just twisting on different things. Because it's like if you have Terminex, you're going to twist on the yard. Or if you have Terminex, you're going to twist on. Because, guys, we think it's like this, like, right ace that's going to do it. It's just how many no's can they go through until they finally say yes? You know what I mean? What other questions do we have, guys? Garth. Okay. One more. Drew's phrase. I'm sorry, I'm just not that cheap. Like, we're a really premium service. Like, Drew's phrase is, like, perfect. Like that, like, when I heard him say that in 2021, like, we all need to say that. So we made those 2 promises, guys. So my commitments for you guys. So understand, homeowners are used to paying $175 to $200 a month for coverage. It really does not matter, guys. Just really understand. And Ben, like, literally standing right here, he'd always say this to us in Philly all the time. When you guys own a home, like, I need to get my water softener done. I need to get my HVAC unit repaired. I need to get my home painted. Everything is going to be about $200 to $800. So please, please understand and commit. It's like, guys, $175 to $200 is not that crazy. And $175 times 12 was a $2,100 ACV. Like, that would be so crazy if we did that. You know what I mean? Like, that would be insane. That would be so, so cool. Next one, stand your ground. Like, and that's great that you asked that, Dave. I'm not that cheap. We are premium service, okay? And it'll take some practice. You know what I mean? It's kind of like lifting weights your first couple of times, and then you get used to it because, sometimes, like, we've all been there. You hear 40 a month, and then you're all the way at 99, and you're like, you know what I mean? We just kind of tensen up, and it's like, holy crap, like, I'm actually a lot more, but I'm selling on value. We're doing a lot more, and then just believe, hey, I'm really not that cheap, okay? Like, we are a premium service. And the cool thing about Mira, guys, is I've sold it now all the fall. It's going to be one of the best services because we've literally been under the hood of 21 different pest control companies, and we've taken the best, we've formulated the best, and it's going to be the best service in the United States. Like, believe that. So when you're out there and when you're selling it and you're at $175 a month and there's still Vantage selling Insight at $45 a month, stand your ground. And then even if you do have to go down there, you have all that wiggle room, and they're going to feel like they got the Mercedes for the price of the Kia. So again, just thinking about stickier accounts for you guys, you want more dollars in your bank account, not just leaders up or not just numbers on the leaderboard, okay? And the last thing, and to bring it home, guys, commit to price. Roll it out word for word. Small price drops, not huge haymakers. And that first promise, one more time, guys, I will not price drop after my first no, okay? So I want to hear a big loud, I promise, Sarge. Guys, this has been fun to train with you. Thanks for laughing at my jokes. Sometimes I take it a little too far, so John and Emma, pardon me. But guys, it was fun to train you guys. The pricing is so huge, and go have a great 2025, okay? Love you guys.